want fucking gun on my fucking... Okay, I'm getting a little bit... I'm getting a little bit overexcited here, but I don't give a fuck. Like, this fairy tale chapter, immediately, like, calling it right now. It's one of my favorite chapters I've seen this year, but I will wholeheartedly say this probably is the best, like, chapter we've had of fairy tale this year, because we've got some shit to talk about in this one. And what can I say? Apart from I fucking called it. Like, we'd be seeing some shit. Now let's go and talk about that drastic thing that is Gajeel's dragon. So we start off the chapter, we get to see Brandish is trying to negotiate with August. They all finally arrive there. And one of the most interesting things about the chapter is when we were talking about Serena, especially when he was like, what God Serena, he should have been with you. And him just like pointing to his chest and saying, he's here with me. So I'm kind of curious what they meant by that. Is he talking like he's like in the medallion, he's like recovering in there? Or like the marks that he's got on his hair? Like, I'm kind of curious, it's like, or he's just saying like, oh, he's in our hearts, like that. So it's like, they didn't especially mention like a lot more about that. I thought they would have gone into more like detail, but August has realized that, you know, the words that you're trying to speak right now and saying like you don't find any meaning into this war, those words are in direct betrayal of His Majesty's will. Need I remind you, we Sprickens 12 had dedicated mind, body and soul to His Majesty. And like, even throughout all this, Brandish is like, I don't understand this. And it's like, then you are nothing more than an enemy that must be eliminated. So setting that up, between now we might have a fight with Brandish, Natsu, Lucy, Mest, and all of them going against August. And potentially I'm kind of curious about the whole Serena situation, what they meant by that. So maybe there should be something there, you know, involving Serena. And adding into, like, we finally continue the Gajeel and Levy versus Bradman fight, and him is basically, like, saying with the first seal, thy magic is stolen by means of magical particle barriers. With the second seal, the door to the underworld is opened amongst an endless field of corpses. And with the third seal, the Reaper brings hell judgment upon thy lives. Beyond there is no hope of return to the living realm thou value so much. And he unleashes his fucking form, and I'm like, okay. He looks fucking really badass, this big shadow warrior monster just appearing out there, and Gajeel's like, I don't care that crap about your empty threats, like that. And it's like, yeah, but no, what I manipulate is not magic power, but curse power, like that. It's like, he's not human, he's a fucking demon. So Zeref making another demon and making this shit, and all throughout this is that he's using everyone's fucking moves, like that, including his own. He's using like Torafusa's swords, he's using like the water, he's using Key's magic particles, he's using like Tempesta, he's using Silda's magic, he's using like pretty much the majority of the fucking like Taurus members that we had. And Levy immediately said, I am falling for this again, not through this shit and all that. It's like, out of everything, it's like she uses the Solar Script hole to empty out all of this like magic out there. And even with that, he's using the Ice Devil Rage combining with like Gajeel's Dragon Roar, just freezing it all out. And even throughout all of this, it's just like, he's still fucking giving them a giant fucking problem. He's like, you know, I'm gonna send you all to like the underworld and all that. He's like releasing the third seal. Oh, the skeleton just releases like 1,000 dead guys, the skeletons everywhere. And it's like, this man is like, thankfully, like Gajeel just managed to quickly avoid this and grab Levy from this, and Levy's not doing too good in the condition. It's just like the mask came off, and it's like, it's from the very start, it had no effect at all. Like, magic barrier particles can be absorbed through the skin, and I'm like, she was really getting upset with this and saying like, I'm pretty weak, aren't I? And then Guardian was just like screaming, why did you come here then? What was the point? It's just like, I wanted to save you, and just Guardian's like, fuck, just stay still, I'm gonna take care, I'm gonna fucking beat this guy, I'll rip him up, like using every move that he's got to try and beat this guy up. It's like, I've got to do something. And even throughout all of that, like, all that he does, all that like Bradman does is just pierce him through the chest and through the whole, like, keep fucking smashing him in. It's like, he won't do anything and all that. Physical attacks have no effect on me. And like, this is where it's like, so you finally learn to activate the true Dragon Force. I'm like, oh my god, he's gonna fucking do it. He's gonna fucking do Dragon Force. He's gonna fucking do it. And he's like, he keeps saying, I was the one always back behind. I didn't have a cat. I didn't have nothing like that. The Dragon Force, like, how, like, we saw, like, you know, out all this time, Wendy was able to use it. And it's like, and it's just like the point where he confirms it. He's like, I don't give a shit about everything I ran away and she, like, as long as I can keep the woman I fell for safe, nothing else matters. So already getting a Dragon Force transformation and confirming as well that, you know, that relationship, that's there. That's it. That's all knit and gritted. That's all down there. Absorbing the magic particles, like, I fucking called it, and he's absorbing all of it, and it's just turning into the jet black iron dragon. Like, oh my god, I was so, oh, I lost it. I fucking lost it when I saw that. I was going, we see like that, and he's like, there's no returning from this, Gajeel, you can't do it. He's like, he's metabolizing the, like, the amount of iron in the particles. He was able to digest the poison, going in like a fucking animal, and he's like, you know what, I don't give a fuck and all that. He's saying that using this and all that, he's like, since he's finally absorbed enough of the particles around him and all that, he's like, he's able to finally afflict on his body. It's like, I'm taking, like, no matter the cost to me, I'm taking LEVY back to the guild safe and sound. And he just fucking close like the fuck. It's like, that's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. I want to see you beat the dog shit out of him, and seeing like the scales like ripping off like Gajeel's flesh, and just like, as soon as he was now about to say something to LEVY, he was just like, LEVY, you know, like, I've got something to say. And it's just like, and this motherfucker won't give up. He's like, I shan't die without a price. Thou shalt accompany me all for eternity. And I was like, oh my god, no, don't drag Gajeel in here. And that's where the next chapter is going to be very interesting, where the chapter also continuing the countdown, the two of us together forever and always. Now that, if that doesn't scream these two getting together or anything like that, or a kiss or anything, then I don't know. Like, I feel like LEVY, she's going to do something, she's going to try to do it, and anything, regardless of what, even if that doesn't work, and like, she's like, I don't care, I'm going with you if that's the case, because I can't live without. Like, I was like, oh my god, the Gajeel and LEVY fans are like screaming right now. They're fucking like fangasming right now. I was fangasming at the fucking, the combination of Dragon Force, which jet black iron, come on, it's fucking badass as fuck, combining with like the whole fight, and it was 25 pages. I thought, wow, did he just beat him? And he's like, no, he go, wait a minute, like that. He's like, there's still some shit going on with it, and I'm like, oh my god, this is what I love about Fairy Tail. It's like pulling this shit. Like, I love this when it pulls this stuff. Like, now we finally have all the first generation Dragon Slayers. Finally, they're on equal grounds right now, that they are all got Dragon Force. Gajeel was the one that was always behind, but now he's finally caught up, and just like, I gotta say, I love the jet black transformation. I think it's badass. I think it's really just fucking badass as hell, and finally he's able to do it as well alongside the others. I mean, he had the Iron Shadow Dragon Slayer mode and all that, and like, to be fair, you gotta give him credit, since like Wendy was the only one that didn't actually was able to use that in any kind of situation. But regardless of what, like, you know, he's finally caught up to the two on the Dragon Force like version of it, and just the confirmation is like, yeah, Gajeel feels the same way like how he does with LEVY. I love that. I absolutely adore that. I think that's a great thing. And even still, LEVY knew that she was like pretty, like, she's not as strong as like the others, but even still, she's gonna put everything to like, you know, help, and like, even just to make sure that Gajeel wasn't worrying, she put the mask on. She knew that was gonna be happening, and regardless of what, she still did it because she fucking loves her man. She was gonna do that regardless, and I love that stuff. Like, this is what makes me love like Fairy Tail so much. Like, it comes like, you got some real fucking cool fights going on, got some little relationship going thing on the side, some setup as well, and it was a 25 page as well. I love that shit. And not to mention, it's like the color page where you saw the two together. It's like this screaming for that love. And, you know, we're getting the Fire Brigade of Flames and Fairy Tail across it. Like, and the setup with Organ, like, there's so much. It's like, there's so much, and I loved, it's like, hey, we're gonna give like something, like, I'm glad like curses especially just wasn't just like, oh, after Tyrus they were just, oh yeah, they were irrelevant. Like, you know, I'm glad in a way they got brought back, and it's like, no, like, Zeraphos known for making demons, so why wouldn't he just make another? And it's like, you know, I'd use this in my army, and I'm really glad, because like, Bradman is a fucking monster, and that explains how he's able to use like all the stuff that he was able to. It's like, I really wish that he started using some of the others as well. Like, he started using like Sailor, or like any of the other like guys out there, Kyoko. I would have loved if he like started using like all the Tyrus like there out of all of them. But he, you know, he was using like Torafusa, Izel, Tempestar. Like, he was using like a goddamn like huge amount of their power and all that. And it's like, that's, if you're gonna do something, then you're gonna fucking do it right, and you're gonna use all of their stuff. So overall, I mean, I fucking love this chapter. I think this is the best chapter or fairy tale we've had this year. I don't know if it's the best, like, it's up there with one of my favourite chapters, period, although it's got some competition on there, but I don't care. Like, right now, I fucking love this chapter. Like, it was utterly fantastic, and just still, the countdown is happening. The countdown there is, I was like, I cannot wait anymore. Like, I need the next chapter. Give me the next chapter now. Like, please, Hera, give me the next one. I need it. But that ending, I don't know. I was getting a little bit upset when you seen Levy. She's seen her man like disappear after everything and all that. Like, and he like just when they thought that it's like they were able to beat him after the Dragon Force transformation of like Jet Black Iron. It's like, no, we still got problems. We still got issues. And giving it 10. I fucking loved it, regardless of what. It's like, I fucking loved it. Let me know, you guys. The Dragon Force transformation, the Gajeel, like, that confirmation on Gajeel's side as well. You know that's happening. They're knocking boots. They're like, trust me, if they get out of this alive and all that, which I'm very curious. Like, we're gonna have. I know definitely for the next chapter we're gonna have something very emotional. I think between like Gajeel and Levy. I think like Levy's gonna confess or something, and maybe Gajeel's gonna say. So I think we're gonna have that. Like somehow the two of them are gonna pull out of it. I'm really looking forward to like how like they're gonna get out of this situation and all that. We'll have to see, but I'm really looking forward to like the two of us together forever and always. Like that's gonna be goddamn. Just I think that's gonna be an emotional part of the chapter. So I'm looking forward to what's gonna be happening. Like, but that's all from me. Thank you much for watching. Always, you love fairy tales as much as I do. You hit that like, you hit that subscribe, you hit all that good stuff. Dragon Force, Gajeel, let's go. That's all from me. I'll see you guys next time.